Hello, Scorpio, and welcome to my channel, and welcome to your 1111 portal reading. I am so glad that you are here with me. This is an inaugural reading of sorts. This was previously a Pisces only channel, but I felt the nudge to open it up to all zodiac signs and make it more inclusive. So, welcome to this high vibe, safe space. I am really excited about building a community here of all the zodiac signs where we just cheer each other on, support each other, encourage each other, and just have a really, really good time with tarot, okay? Now, I do shuffle these cards both on and off screen, but as the channel grows, I may just do a pre-shuffle just for sake of time, okay? On that note, I want to thank and welcome in the archangels who help me with my channel. Archangels, I just request that you infuse this reading for Scorpio with your frequencies, with your vibrations, with your wisdom, guidance, encouragement, validation, protection, and all the good things for my Scorpio viewers. All right, now Scorpio, I would love to hear how you're doing and where you're watching from. I adore connecting with my viewers one-on-one as much as possible, and I do offer personal readings at very reasonable rates. And if you'd like to contact me for a personal reading, you can reach me at PiscesPowerReadings@gmail.com. That's PiscesPowerReadings@gmail.com. Also, if you have a Pisces placement, feel free to check out the playlists that I have. The Pisces readings that I have done thus far are timeless. So if you are a Pisces moon or a Pisces south node, just know you can go back through those time lists and possibly find you some wisdom and insight in those readings. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Open this reading with a Moonology Oracle. We have surrender to the divine. Full moon. Surrender to the divine. Full moon. Okay, Scorpio, so I want to start off this reading, this 1111 portal reading, just by saying perhaps it is a good time for you to ask yourself the hard questions, or the questions that you've not wanting to ask yourself. You've not been wanting to ask yourself. Are you fully surrendered to the divine? Are you fully surrendered to the highest version of yourself? I want you to really think on that, Scorpio, because it could be a huge benefit for you for your next level. Okay? Now, we're going to go ahead and start with 3 energy oracles to see how Spirit wants to speak to us, what kind of energy is present. We have Yin and Yang, 22. We have Door to Romance, 33. And we have Action, 17. So there's a balance here in this Yin and Yang. And it has to do a lot with masculine and feminine energies. And then you've got this Door to Romance. And then you've got Action. Now, if you think, I don't know how many of you are familiar with the teaching on karma. The word karma means action. And you've got these horses that are black and white. And it reminds me of this yin and yang energy, okay? And then with this romance right here, and then the emotion of a full moon, I'm just picking up on love and romance vibes, as well as surrendering to the process of emotional, spiritual, and personal growth. Okay? All right, I'm going to go ahead and do my own unique 5-card spread. It is a metaphysical exploration of the 5 senses. Many of us are extrasensory people, but we're most conditioned to receiving information via the five gates or the five senses. And so I do a metaphysical exploration with the angels based on those five senses to get messages from the angels about what they want us to know via those gates. In the area of touch, what does Scorpio need to get their hands on? In the area of taste, what do my Scorpio viewers have a taste for? In the area of smell, what's in the air for my Scorpio viewers? In the area of hearing, what does Scorpio need to hear? And in the area of seeing, Spirit, what do you want Scorpio to see? In the area of touch, Scorpio, we start off with the Emperor, a major arcana card. The Emperor is a person who is in their personal power, okay? And perhaps, here's what I just heard. You can't surrender to the divine. You can't surrender to your higher self, or you can't be an emperor status unless you're surrendered to your higher self, unless you're surrendered to the divine you, the divine being, the divine deity perhaps that you worship. But in order to be in emperor status, you have to first be fully surrendered. And I'm also hearing, what is an emperor without an empress? That's interesting. Now, these readings that I do, this community that I'm building, like I said, it is inclusive, so I don't tie gender to my cards necessarily. I do recognize masculine and feminine energies. I think what I'm sensing here is counterbalances. Perhaps you're given to extremes. Scorpio, I know that you can be a very obsessive sign. And so perhaps this is a message from Spirit trying to help you come into a more balanced state of being and way of being. But at any rate, you're being called into this emperor position, a position of power, someone who is authoritative, okay? And you're wanting to get your hands on that, just a more powerful, in your power kind of position. In the area of taste, what does Scorpio have a taste for? Temperance. Now listen, this is 2 major arcana cards out of 5, and that excuse me, I had to sneeze. 2 major arcana cards to start off this 5-card spread, okay? So this is what you don't have a taste for. You have a distaste for process, okay? Temperance is a card of alchemy. We have this figure who is pouring substance between 2 vessels, and that is an alchemization process. Perhaps you've been through a lot of this already and you've just grown weary of it, or perhaps you're dreading going through it because you know it's something you'll have to do in order to reach your emperor status. I'm feeling called just to kind of pause right here in this reading and just offer some insight. If you watch this video and you don't understand what I'm getting at, please feel free to drop in the comments and ask any questions that you might have. This is very much a reading that is about up-leveling, and I can see that this up-leveling is based on personal growth, but I also realize that some personal growth requires a great deal of expansiveness, and some of us are there and some of us are not, and there's nothing good or bad about that. It's just, it gives opportunity for those who do have higher perspectives to come in and help those who do not, because at the end of the day, we are in this earth plane to reciprocate, to help, and to be interdependent, okay? So just wanted to throw that out there. Now, in the area of smell, what's in the air for my Scorpio viewers? Ten of Wands. All right, awesome, Scorpio. So it looks like you've been carrying something pretty heavy for quite some time, and you feel like you've been carrying it alone. And to be perfectly honest, ordinarily I would say delegate, but it looks like by the energy I'm feeling of this card, you've really not had anybody who you could hand these wands off to, okay? So you are coming to the end of a very long, tiring, weary journey. But the good news is that what's in the air for you, Scorpio, on this 1111 portal is the fact that you're about to put these burdens down, lighten your load, and be able to move on. Okay? Now, what does Scorpio need to hear? We have the Nine of Wands. You're going to have a real story to share after this, Scorpio. You're going to talk about how you are the ultimate, or had to be the ultimate wounded, weary warrior. Okay? You are going to be able to share your story far and wide and tell people how you did it alone. Okay? People are going to look up to you because of this. That is going to kind of add to that emperor status. So just be prepared to share your story. And share the creative ways, because we know that wands is the energy of fire and creativity and passion. Share with people, how you did it, what it took for you to do it, and how you leaned into your creative process to be able to bear the burdens that you bore until it was time to put them down. Awesome. Now, in the area of seeing, what does Scorpio need to see? The Lovers. Oh, Scorpio, look. 3 out of 5 cards are major arcana. And I'm going to have to say this, Scorpio. When you watch this reading, you need to know that this reading is speaking to you at a very important timeline, a very important karmic timeline on your journey, okay? I do feel a love energy coming through here, especially with this door to romance. Oh, Scorpio, do you know what else I just picked up? Yin and Yang, action, which also means karma, black and white. And then now the Lovers. Perhaps you are or have been involved in a twin flame relationship, okay? And you have been in and out of each other's lives, but it looks like you're about to come back into a place of harmony, okay? And this coming back together, this union is going to be blessed, okay? You can see Archangel Raphael hovering over this couple who's naked and vulnerable with each other. That's another thing. This time around, Scorpio, you and this person, if you're looking for love, if you're looking to reunite with a twin flame, the two of you are going to be more bare and more authentic. You're going to be more open. You're going to be more honest about your journey. You're going to be telling your significant other about how hard it was doing things alone. And this person's going to be sharing with you the same thing, okay? And you're going to become this beautiful, divine support system for each other. You'll be able to encourage each other like no one else can. Okay, now that does not mean that the two of you are the only resources that you should have. Also, just know it is healthy to have family and friends and other support networks for anything that you may be experiencing, right? So that way you don't wear each other out. But do know that if you have been involved in a divine twin flame journey, it looks like reunion is coming, and that's part of your next cycle. That's part of your next chapter, Scorpio. And I'm also feeling, this is so funny, I've never felt this in a reading before. When you heard me saying that this was what was next for you, I got a vision of you just like grabbing your heart space and giggling with relief. So, like, you're so happy about this. This looks like something you've been waiting for a long time. So it looks like, you're about to be back in communication with the one that you love. Okay? Isn't that beautiful, Scorpio? All right, let's go ahead and see how Spirit wants us to close out with an energy oracle. Fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael. And I literally just said, there's Archangel Raphael hovering above you all and blessing you. And here he is showing up at the end of your reading to confirm just that. Scorpio, you get ready. This 1111 portal reading is sending you into the arms of your divine twin flame and an upleveling in all areas of your life if you will become fully surrendered. All right, happy 1111 portal, Scorpio. Please subscribe. Please come on board with this energy of this channel. Love to have you here. And until the next video, I wish you peace, Scorpio.